Hi everyone, my name is Lydia Rampersad, and I was a Celta candidate for 2015, which was the first time that UE had ever done Celta and embarked on it. Wow, how did I find out about Celta? Previously, I was teaching for a short while at another school, and I had heard an advice from the principal who told me that she's done many different qualifications, but biggest achievement as a teacher basically was doing the CELTA, because she learned so much about teaching, so many different things about how students should learn, and how you pretty much allow them their natural abilities to come out in the way that they learn. And immediately I basically went on the internet and I started looking up CELTA, looking for different countries. Of course, it's offered in many countries of the world, and of course you look at England, and because it's a Cambridge qualification, you think, England. And then guess what popped up? It was actually UE that was offering CELTA for the first time. I was quite excited because I thought I would have had to pay for accommodation and different things, and I immediately jumped at the chance to find out about what CELTA was being offered here at UE, and who are the teachers, everything about it. I was just inquisitive to find out what I could find out, and they were so wonderful at giving me information. I got my information within a few days' time. I got the complete package, exactly how it was going to be done, and I said to myself, great, I'm going to do this. I started looking it up a little bit further on the internet to see what this qualification really is. It's an international qualification to teach English as a foreign language, and it's with Cambridge. It basically allows you to travel the world teaching English to foreign students. You can do it locally, you can do it anywhere in the world pretty much, and there are so many different places that you can do this. I mean, it's kind of like teaching your native tongue to someone else, having fun doing it, and at the same time exploring the world. And it's so amazing that we can do that right here in our University of the West Indies, and in Center for Language Learning. And basically it was an amazing experience, and that's how I found out about CELTA. So when I began CELTA, I got to meet my wonderful instructors, and I found them to be so understanding. I thought they would have been a bit scary, but they were not. They actually were quite understanding, very, very accommodating, and just everyday people who basically had traveled the world and learned a lot. When I entered into the program, I had a very little understanding as to how much work I had to do, because I thought, okay, I read about it saying I'm going to have a lot of workload. But then again, you think, I've done a degree. I can do this, yeah? When I started the workload and they gave us the schedule of how we're going to be producing our assignments and different teaching practices, I had really understood when I had done my first TP, which is a teaching practice 1, how much preparation it really takes to go into it. Because what they're doing is not really asking you to do something fabulous and great. It's about pulling from your creativity and your inside. And what they did is foster that personality and that excitement and enthusiasm that I already had inside of me, to basically bring it out and to teach with that excitement and creativity. So we were playing Jeopardy in the classroom, basically to teach English. We were playing games. We were learning how to do everything without standing at a blackboard and saying, you must do this and you need to do that, this is grammar, and making it boring, because that's how I learned in school, that a teacher stands and talks. But then I learned something valuable. There was teacher talk time, and then there was teacher quality time. And basically that means that I stand there and I engage my students. I elicit from them what I know they already have in them. And I just basically create a context of how I want them, what topic we're going to talk about today, and try to make it exciting. The greatest challenge, of course, for some people is that grammar is not always the most exciting thing in the world, but I actually found really, I think that was my greatest challenge, making it exciting for the student and doing it through games. And sometimes it's very intimidating when you have your supervisor sitting there watching you. But you know what? They're there to facilitate you. They're there to help you become a better teacher and to become a better person, because the things that you go through within Celta is very, it's a growing experience. Before, I thought I could take criticism, but when they started to give me that feedback, I wouldn't even call it criticism, it was proper feedback. I some days would cry because I couldn't take it, but ultimately at the end I had built the strength of being able to understand what they meant by that feedback. It was just to make me a better teacher. The workload in Celta is very heavy. Some nights I didn't sleep, to be honest, because I was trying to get my documentations proper. I tried to get my lessons really unique. I wanted to stand out. And I mean, it was so amazing for me because I grew as a person. I thought I couldn't do it at the beginning. I actually stood one day and said, I don't think I can do it. And guess what? I did. And I did with a fantastic grade. And honestly, I found myself just truly amazed at my own self that I could actually do this process. So, I mean, if you're into challenging yourself and becoming a better teacher, this is definitely the program for you. Also, my group, my teammates, everyone, we all became a family, and we struggled together. We pulled through together. We all were struggling in different aspects of our lives, but what the teachers encourage is that we would listen and look at each other's strengths and weaknesses and basically help each other. So you're never alone in this program. You have your teammates, and you also have your lecturers and your Celta trainers. Also, one thing that I really enjoyed at the CLL is that they were so efficient with our documentation and so efficient with our the things that we needed to teach. Basically, they had the resources on hand. At one lesson basically would take like a stack of paper, because the amount of things that you were trying to plan, which I do not encourage, try to minimize that, of course, because we want to save the planet. But definitely the resources were available, and they were available when we needed it. I never one day had to worry about the stress of, oh my gosh, I need a tape recorder, I needed something printed, I need the video camera. What do I need? Anything that my mind could have imagined to teach, basically, I asked CLL for, and I got it. And I got it on time to teach my classes. So I must say it was a fabulous experience at CLL, and I would encourage anyone to do this program, especially if you're looking to go forward with teaching and traveling the world, basically. After I finished CLL, I got a job teaching off-site with as an English foreign language teacher to corporate expats here in Trinidad, and I have been having a blast. It's been fantastic. I am learning so much about other people's culture, and I'm able to actually allow my personality to come out in the way that I teach, and allow them to basically just take what is already inside of them to let them learn the language while I'm facilitating, because I'm just a facilitator, not a teacher. And I've actually, since then, you get many offers once you've had CLL qualification. I've gotten an offer from Italy, I've got an offer from Japan, Hong Kong, I've got one from China, Mexico. You pretty much have your pickings of the world. So if you want to travel the world and see it, Celta is the qualification for you. And if you want to stay locally, we have the facility as well, because I'm teaching right now here at the Center for Language Learning, and it is fabulous.